Greetings and welcome back, and oh, do I have an entertaining end of the night for you. So, yeah, here I am, and it's pretty late in the day, you'll already notice, and it's going to be a short episode just because of the shortness of the day, and it's because of the whole, oh my goodness, did I run into some serious entertaining troubles in the night. So, after the episode where, oops, I had no night vision potion, I proceed to walk to Astoya because I'm gonna, I'll fast travel home or I'll fast travel to Peacelovia. It's way faster to get back to here. So yeah, let's go for it. Okay, and then I get ambushed by 3 wolves and go through basically all of my potions of healing. These two are ones that I've added now that I have them. Would I have been safe with the potion of camouflage? Some of you would be like, oh dude, you have a potion of camouflage. You should have just popped that thing. Well, that would have stopped the wolves from noticing me from a distance, but when you get close enough, they still attack you. At least as far as I've seen when I've used them. So, wow, that was an entertaining night. So the 3 wolves, I do have a screenshot of it. I'll put that up as the "this is how the day began" thing. Because late in the night, that's where it was at. Oh my goodness, was that an entertaining start to that day. Oops, that was the wrong move, because I know exactly what we're using these things for. We are using these linen threads for us to build some fantastic fishing traps. Potion of possibilities. I just can't believe it. That's so good. I'm glad we got that thing. And doing 50% more damage is not a big deal to me, honestly. And I'm going to have one of those on me for our kind of just wanderings. Rye grains. We need to keep a lot of this for our seasonal change. So when I drop this off, I'm thinking I'm not going to have 300. I mean, there's no way that we're going to get through that. But we'll keep 286 to make sure that we have plenty for our fields. Wouldn't be terrible to have more. We go up a bit. We can handle having... We'll go with 386. 386! That was the second processing speed that we had on the PC that we got when I was young. Back when we were... Oh, gee, I think that'd be the era we were playing Commander Keen. So that's looking way back for me. That definitely ages me, so for all y'all out there in my audience who are of a similar age to me, shout out to our old school gaming back in the day. 286s, 386s, 486s. Ooh, that thing was like, that was fast. I remember that. Oh, it was so cool when we had that thing. Anyway, y'all nowadays, people nowadays, the processing speed on the phones is killing what we used to have. So today, what's going to happen with today? Thinking about where we're at. I do have plenty of grain. We'll get some free rye beer. Yay. My favorite. Do still have to take out some boars. That's not going to be a challenge. We'll find some. This guy needs a scythe, and definitely all caps. Got to get this guy going. I did finish the rabbit quest. I just ran him down and chased him, as you saw in the previous episode. So the only thing left is the scythe. Let's see here. I did not leave raw materials in here. Ooh. That's going to be a silly walk back and forth. Tell you what. Let's make sure that this part makes sense. Now, I have this organized, and I oriented it this way, but I honestly think I might change the orientation on this, just because when I was drawing it out, because it sometimes helps to draw things out, it looks a little better, it makes it look a little neater and cleaner. I kind of like the idea of having the resource bin facing this away, rather than this away. So if I do this right, then what I'm saying factually, is that I really wanted to have my storage on a north-south facing. Let's see here, we're here, and then let's get down this way. We don't want to be too far off from that one, and I also don't want to be too far away from the road, but I also don't want to be on the road. So that's our road, that's our tree, that's a pinch in, and that's a setup there. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, sorry. Here I'm looking at this and I'm like, didn't I get some great advice from somebody? Haven't I always gotten great advice from my followers? Of course I have. I have great people following. And we will use third person. It's the best way to place things. So what I want to be able to see is there's our distance from here to here. Let's drop you in a little ways over here. It might be nice to have this over on this side, actually. No, because then we get up on the logs. Now, if I remember right, I was listening in to somebody talking on this, and I can't remember who exactly. I apologize for that. But when you do your building, probably Uber Miley, he makes great videos. Here we go. I think I'm going to like this setup. So we have our walkway in, And then we have a setup over here, and we can put our resources out here that are being processed, and then our smithy there. And then we can have an in and an out. I might even want to push this back just a pinch further, just because if we are thinking about this being an actually factually used area, there would need to be room for traffic going through, especially if it's an actual area that we are gathering resources from. There we go. So this can be like a throughput area. I might push you back a pinch then. And then we'll make that look right. And you know what's going to be the best part of me doing all of this nonsense here? Is that I'll end up changing it anyway. Let's go like that. That's pretty good. And then up here we can leave our resources out and have a setup here. And this can be like decorations and whatnot and parts of the process. And this road seems to connect nicely across. Very wonderful. We're getting far into the day already, of course, because it is already later in the day. We need to make that bronze scythe, because why not? We might as well make fun things. And we can go turn in our quests on this rainy day. And I didn't say it before, but I'm glad to have you here. Thanks for joining me, as per usual. Always good to have you here. Always good to share an episode with y'all. And I've already warned a little bit in the past that there is going to be a time where I have to step away for a pinch, because I have to we have to rework this basement, it turns out. So the area that I've been doing all my recording is going to have to be changed, since we've got to redo the floor. It's just not good. Alrighty, we'll buy ourselves a schematic, because why not? Oh, are you kidding me? I don't have a significant other for you, man? We'll figure that out. Oops, that was me pressing the wrong key. That's me pressing a whole lot of keys all at the same time. Don, what are you doing back there, man? Donkey man. Bronze scythe. What did I just do? It's a bronze pickaxe. Okay, we're good with that. We are here. We have the grain. I think I only need 124, so let's do the 124. In the event that I need 127. I was right. It was 124. Okay, we've got that with done. Now the trick is, let's make sure we've got the rest. Boars. Alright, if boars are the only thing left, that's an easy finish. As far as what to do with this day, honestly, I want to get all of our stuff turned in and get some work done around the area. How are our farmers doing? Day 2, and we're not making as much progress as I would like, because we need a lot done. Let's see here. We have a guy who's currently working as a water carrier. I see you over there, and I'm glad that you're gaining that skill, but I'm also not glad that we don't have our farming maxed out, so we're going to switch that up. Should be okay with the extraction to this point. Alrighty, the traps. Now, this is where I want to check a bit. When we look at our character, let's do a quick analysis here. I'm about to set up a video for, I know I keep saying these things, but just so this is 10% from hunting activities, and trapping master level 1 only, so I can do traps of 3. So let's check our current technology for survival is 1254, and our current, my apologies, I'm doing a whole lot of misclicks. And then here we have experience of 675.1, right? Alright, let's look at this. It'll take our trap, we'll go into our tech. Now we're at 1258. Nice. And for our skills, we are at 681, or 680.6. Nice. 680.6. And then we are here again, 1259. Nice. And then for here, we're at 1286.1. Ah, so 5.5, but since I have a bonus 10%, that's the 0.5. So we're getting 5 skill for every one of these traps that we are checking. That's good stuff. So 5 skill plus a bonus 10% is 0.5, and with all of the traps that we can check constantly, that's going to help us out a bunch. I am going back to the barn. You'll notice that I'm running all the way down here first, because when I go to the barn, I'm going to process the grain into flour, and we're going to make a pretty penny doing that. The rye grain that we have, we don't necessarily need to keep all of it. It is worth thinking about that for animal feed, though, so I will keep some chunk of that for animal feed. Although I do know that I have extra rye just sitting in the resource storage. And that's rye that hasn't been processed into seeds and straw. And that stuff can be a lot of the seed that we can use for animal feed. We'll do our fertilizer first. That's a misclick. I pressed the right mouse key to cancel because I want to make sure I do the stack. I don't just want to, you know, I'm not trying to just make one fertilizer and then make 31 afterwards. I want to make them all. We're carrying too much. Well, of course we are. Oop, taking out my hammer. That's right, I already threshed. 262, let's go a little lighter than that. Let's go just that far. We'll keep 12 on hand. That can be a nice chunk for animal feed, just in case we decide to go heavy on animals before the end of the season. That gets us a lot of flour. Now I should have checked the skills on this, because obviously that should have been a huge jump. We have 2 points to go. Skilled orchardman, I do like the idea of that, but ooh, carrying capacity. Are you kidding me? Yes, indeed. Probably should have done skilled farmer. Oh, should have done skilled farmer. I was too fast on it, and by the time I caught myself, I just realized, ooh, you sir, you totally should have done the other thing there. Have fertilizer, have flour. Yeah, let's go. Before we go to Piaslobia, we're going to need to take out some boars. Let's take care of that. These rye grains, 73, not bad. Donny, do I need you right now, donkey? Not really. A lot of flour. Oh, I still gotta put those linen threads in that trap. Well, it's time for us to find some boars. On the way to Piaslobia, there's not going to be convenient boars, but there are convenient boars not too far away from us. There used to be boar up here, and now what's really interesting is that I can't see the boar icon here anymore, which tells me that, yeah, they do actually vanish when you start building your village up. There would have been Vicent here, but they aren't here anymore, obviously, because we don't have a spot there. I see boars here, and I know we have boars over here. So it looks like my best option, rather than going down here, I could go this way to Skauki, that'd be fine, and I could fast travel. But I have a pathway here that I can just go back. We'll go that way. Are we going to find 4 boars? Well, maybe. It's worth a shot, though. This will allow us to run down by the water. And whoa! Let's go all the way down here. And also, just thinking about, can we continue the farmland this way? Yes, I think so. Might want to do some orchard work down here as well. That could be good for our future. I do want to have some of our fruit-bearing trees to simply be decorations as well. Grab some sticks so that I can build the fish trap. And let's build a fish net. Why not? I haven't actually done one yet, so I kind of just want to check it out. Get us a drink of water. Get us a bath. And onward we go. Now, checking that fish trap, that'll be a fun thing. Matter of fact, in order for me to remind myself, I'm going to put that marker right there. I know how my brain works. I need another thing that's going to help cue me in. Because next time I look at this, I'll be like, what's the marker doing there? Oh. And then I'll be all good. We'll need some food here at some point, but we have plenty of opportunity for that. Not riding Don in because I want to be actively ready for my boars as I get closer to them, and we should not be terribly far away from them. This area has a lot of bushes, so this will be an interesting area to hunt the boars in, since they have a lot of opportunity to hide. Pretty sure we saw some enemies out in that area here. Get ourselves going in. There we go. Now the trick is to take advantage of our sight beyond sight. Oops, okay. Our inspect mode is the best. Okay, we got one. I'm guessing we'll hear another boar shortly. Probably run up on us. Don't have full health, so I should probably be cautious about how much I do the skinning before I do the shooting. Only one boar later. Can't be had. There we go. Now I hear another one. There we go. Now where do you go? Piggy, 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 can't you see? I got these bows and arrows for thee. There we go. Ooh, that was a pretty great fumble and fall, buddy. Nice, nice tuck and roll. Not gonna save you at that moment though. You were too late on that one, Hot Plate. All right. I think that might do it for the boars here. See, it's oh look at the colors changed. Ooh, darn. Okay. Only 2 boars spawned in that area this time around. I wonder if there are boars over across the way here. I know there are boars up here, but that requires me to go past Peacelovia. I think maybe we'll take the gamble and say there might be boars across the stream. Let's try that out. And it does give us a chance to explore another little place in the area. I'm apparently filthy dirty yet again. So let's take a real long shower here. I mean, here we are in the rain. I'm getting washed from the top and the sides and the bottom. We're getting a full scrub down today here in this river. Hopefully I won't get dirty immediately upon exit. It's a little swampy. When I say a little swampy, oh my goodness, very swampy. Could definitely be boar area. I do see that we just got the notice that it is boar region. Okay, good news. Now we just need to find the boars. Potion of night vision's going to happen here. We'll drink this potion of stamina. Getting tired of the stamina warning. 1 and 2. That's it. And that's why I love my recurve bow. You've heard it every time, and I keep saying it, but really, I just think it's the superior weapon. Until you get to the point where you're ready to start flinging the iron bolts and iron crossbow, then at that point, if you can just get that one shot, it's done. And for a lot of these, I mean, it's one shot and I'm taking out boars, it's one shot, I'm taking out wolves. It is really just one shot later and we are done. So if I can do that with a fast attack, ooh, music has changed. Don't need that log. Let's get the meat into your inventory there, buddy. Leather too. Now, oops. Oh, why not? Should we? No. Just realized. Oh, wait a minute. It must be you. You're the problem. Level and hunting, that's good. Whoops, I do hear another one though. I hear him. I haven't spotted him just yet. There you are. Okay, that should take care of that. And we have a Vicent in the area. We don't want to make too much of a hassle with him just yet. Looks like we're already going to get in trouble. Okay, I hear you. We're going to get a tree between you and I. I don't need you to come straight at me. Oh, we have a problem. He has decided that he's walking this away. We're going to put a tree between us. That's 2 shots. That's only 3 shots later. And again, 3 shots. About 3+ seconds, because 3 seconds per draw, and already done. Now, I don't know if that would have been enough damage from the iron crossbow to take him out in a hit. And if it's not enough to take him out in a hit, then I'm firing the first shot, I'm switching to the spear, and I'm finishing him off with the spear, which can be fun. But I do like how fast the bow goes. Alright, Donnie. Let's roll. Now it's time to get going. We gotta get to town. I've got a whole lot of stuff we can just sell. Got flour. Oh, okay, here is a clay pit. I was gonna say, if there's boars around here, I'm guessing a clay pit probably isn't too far off. Looks like the Cthulhu cultists have left. That's a win for us. Although, is it though? If they disappeared and they're somewhere else, that does add more questions. I don't need the Walking Dead coming back for any sort of reasons. I don't need them coming to collect things from me or coming to tell me about their hey, have you heard of our have you heard of Cthulhu? You have a moment that I can talk to you about Cthulhu. I imagine them being like these door-to-door people. It's like, hello, can you excuse me for a moment? I'd like to talk to you about our dear Lord Cthulhu. Oh dear, watch out. Watch out, Oxbow. Here they come. I'm sure they've already fixed the issue by now. I'm kind of curious, though. I would like to see. You there! Tell me about you. Give me some of your money. Thank you very much.
Price is so low. Take care.
Indeed, we shall. Now, I do have a lot of turn-ins to do, so we're going to go to our inventory, and now, Donnie. We press H to switch to our mount, and then we hold F to transfer the beetroots to us. There's that one we have to hold down to transfer, and we're going to hold down F to transfer and take the stack. Nice. This guy's got cash.
How are you?
Unless I've sold. Oh yeah, You got cash, buddy, but I also have
My words
way more
never
cash than you.
disappoint.
Yeah, they really don't. Actually, tell me more. I just saw a thing I want. I want this. I'm just buying it. I want it. A decorated beer mug. Are you kidding me? My character has a rye beer fixation. I have to have this. I have to have it. What else could we have? Is there anything else cool? Oh, the scales. I'm telling you. I'm about to make my... Oh, they already have the hard soaps. I got that from a cool thing. Oh, what? A board game? Do you know that I'm about to spend all of my money right now? And I'm not sure I have a problem with it. I think this will be fun. I mean, at some point we have to start decorating our area. Oh, you kidding me? I have to have that. Oh, this is bad. Oh, it's so bad. I'm so much going to buy a lot of these. These figurines will be cool too. That's definitely happening too. Alright. Hey, you spend your money how you want, right? Like, that's what happens. I definitely regret selling the olive oil early on now. Look at me, sitting here like, oh, that would look cool. Done. We have so much money. I'm not worried about it. 19,000 cash. Look at that. And I'm still sitting pretty. Love it. Nice set coverlet. Is there anything else I want? Astrolabes are cool. I do like that. Mood drink horn done. Again. Rye beer. I mean, character's got a fixation here. Last bottle would look cool to think about decorating some places, but I do want this board game. I absolutely want that. Oops. I think I just bought something I didn't necessarily want. Oops. That'll take care of that. Wow. Alright. That's enough of that. Oh my goodness. Well, no, I can't craft on the back of a donkey. I was thinking I could craft some of these bags up real quick. Ooh, you know what I didn't do? I did not take the leather back from Dawn. I do think it's worth saving some of our... Nah, we'll hunt on the way home. I was going to say I'll save some of the leather, and then I'll bring it back for our crafter to build the sewing hut. But honestly, I think the better move here is that I just craft these now and sell them. And then we go home. And we gather some other things on the way back. I do. And so now what just happened is I brought all of my stuff. I had all this money I was about to make, and what did I do with all my money? I spent it all on decorations. Yes, that just happened. That definitely just happened. Potions of stamina I do find are still relevant. They do still matter. They're good. The trick with them, of course, is that you can eat food that it does a better job. Absolutely. But coin per percentage payoff, it does a good job. It does a good job. I don't need to sell the apple wine, although honestly it's not necessary. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it for decoration though.
Good luck.
Now I'm starting to turn into, upgrade to the barn. Nice. Alright, let's get this going. Time to turn in quests. What am I doing? I'm just standing here. Let's turn in quests.
Seems I forgot about food.
Oops.
Again.
Yeah, I know. Got all this money to spend on decorations, but got no money to spend for food for you, man. Let's turn it all in. Grab some boars. And then let's scythe. Yeah, and then all the rabbits. Oh, yes. And is that it? Did we just round out the season well? I'd say yes. I never did take our hunting skill point, but I do think it might not be a bad idea. Let's do Trapping Master 2. The reason, of course, is that trapping does gain experience faster. This will be decent later on. I think hunting knowledge is not a bad idea to raise that one. I'm still at the point where I'm gaining skill in this. And again, I haven't focused on that as a technology, so it's going to be time to start doing that. It's going to be time to get that rolling. And here we are at the hunting lodge number 2. Beautiful. I am not going to buy this schematic. 1,500 coins, and I still need 6 linen thread and leather to build it. It's not It's not the best. We are getting close to the stable, which is great, but I'm really aiming at the fold. That's what I really want. That's the next big thing. So in hut number 2, looking forward to that one. But also, you know, Karain said it. I have so much work to do once we actually get lighting. And oh no, once we get the lantern, and I bet you it's here. Of course it's here. Everything cool is right here at the mine. So we're going to have to really up our extraction game here. So definitely going to do that. A lot of the coolest things I think about, the stone fencing, which I definitely mentioned more than once. The hanging lantern, yes, indeed. And the lantern, absolutely. Those are the places that I want to be. It will also be worth noting that at that point, I want to make sure that we're smith and iron. But look at that. It's a long ways to go. It's what it is. We can still get iron out of the mine outside of Skelky, and that's another great tip that somebody brought up. I think Dwayne John. And it's going to be something that we do. You, sir. No, actually I want our friend over here. I want you. Tell me about all of the fish that I don't need from you anymore. Salted fish meat is 28. And the reason I'm doing it, of course, is the 70 less consumption. If we go to the fish tart does a better job of making it so that you don't need to eat food. But we're talking about a much... And look at 80% less stamina and 80% less food consumption. That's really nice. And it lasts for 1200 seconds. That's really a good deal. It is expensive though. And at this rate, I can just go to any water source and I'm good to go. So I will just take a salted fish meat so that we are doing the basic level of stuff. From here I definitely could roast some of the meat and I could sell it, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, from here, thinking about our next steps, really, we have done a good job of getting our quests going. I don't want to start this quest now, this late in the episode, and this late in the day, because it will turn into night pretty quick on us. I definitely could go here and check in with him. This might be worth turning in now and just wrapping up, since we've been sitting on it for a while. Oh, I'm having way too much fun with the iron spear and the birds. That was a total miss though, so now they're gonna be mocking me for days.
Oh, it's you again.
It is me again. You see me a lot. This time I'm not overloaded, so that's probably news. That's good news. And now somebody said, oh, leaf piles. That won't happen this time around. Alright, let's go talk to our guy. Hey. Go over this way. I read in the updates that they changed the salty snacks a bit, which will probably be good, because some of them seem utterly not necessary in other effects. Alrighty, here you are, middle-aged, remains belong to your father. Another thing. Okay, here you go. I should return to the mother as soon as I can. She'll be furious when she learned that I lent them to someone. Here you go, I don't want this ghost haunting. With pleasure, they belong to your family. I don't blame her for reactions that will open up an old wound. Yeah, that's true, and there's something different about her behavior. Maybe been confused or enraged, but she's never questioned that these were his bones. Okay, let's see here. I was almost sure that my father froze to death in the wild. No one ever told the truth. Police said when mentioned the cause of death, he did, and he was pretty sure about it. He said deep cuts to the bones and claimed that brute force was used. Deep wounds, great force, bloody axe, and a hidden body. Ooh, yeah. Well, we're gonna confront him. Alright, I'll be right behind you. Just don't do anything stupid. Uh-oh, we gotta confront you before you go to bed, boss. Oh, wait. There we go, potion of night vision. There you go, y'all. Sorry about that. Alrighty, what's the scanner about, you boy? Got my spear. I got pokey man. You watch out. You should have seen me running down those rabbits. You have no idea what you're in for. All the vagrants and scandalongers. I don't want to waste my time with the allegations. Okay, so he's saying this is an allegation. Let's see here. Save it. Your time is not wasted, but it's almost... Your time is not wasted, but it's almost over in this village. Ooh, gonna kick him out. Won't be listening to this nonsense. Get out of my house. Let's see here. Not moving a single step. You listen to what I have to say. You murderer! Murder! You better watch. Uh-oh. Here we go. Went to the cottage, found your axe, rested covered with blood. I know you probably can't read the words on the screen, so I'm trying to summarize it for y'all. You can always pause it and whatnot too. They've stolen it from me. Damn hunters. They always, and this is Nidan. cut the bull. I can't say that. We found his chopped up bones near the cavern. You killed my father. You killed my father. Prepare to die. You want, huh? You want to feed me with eyes? Look at my eyes. Look into my eyes and say it into it. I'm going to try to keep my channel clean. No swears. As best as I can. You grew up so quickly. Or if I do swears, I'll make sure in my videos that I mention I will. You suppose your best friend and you butchered him. Yeah, I mean, really. This is true. We did find a bloody axe. I never... Yes, I did. Oh, he admits it. Why? Right, why? I don't know. I didn't mean to. At least I didn't think I didn't. That whole night is a big blur, a hazy nightmare. Uh-oh. There might be more to the story, and that's always good. And that's why I love what they've done with these quests. They've made the stories not simple and basic. There's more to it. Went out drinking a blizzard, argued for a bit, but I was so hammered. When I woke up, I had a splitting headache, barely see. And it was the smell I noticed at first. I saw red. Everything was red. And my brother lay in its center. Ooh. Oh boy. Let's see where this goes. You sickened me. That's Jaropelk. I don't blame you. I loathed myself for that day as well. I'm sorry, Jaropelk. There's nothing I can say in my defense. Wow. Dang. This would be hard. This is... I've heard enough. I can't even look at you now. But you'll pay for what you've done. Yeah. This would be a tough one. Well, I mean, oh my goodness. What... Find out that your father was killed by your uncle. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't envy you there, buddy. I want to speak with my mother. I'm terribly sorry. If there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate to ask. Someone should check on her as her ex-wife. She deserves to know the truth. You got it. She must be the herbalist, I'm guessing. They'd be a similar age, right? Here we go. Wow. Pretty intense. There she is. Oh, I don't have good news for you. Good day. Your straight face tells me something's bothering. Do you need potions or herbs? There's no need for that. Well, you could get a free sample. I probably should have done that. Won't force it on what brings you. Warm wife in the day. I give grave news. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Remains. Okay, and something's... Oops, what's bothered this simple brute of his time? He's ripping at his boots. He's stripped away to work. An onions into his house. The big baby's always afraid to bathe. It's more serious. He admitted to killing someone. Hurting others he used to love. That's him in all his glories. Oh, are you hungry? I have some stew in the cauldron. Ew. I find your proposition highly out of line. But then I never again refuse food. Nah, you don't seem moved. As for the news you bring, he's been long dead to me. There's nothing more you could do to deter that or even the best of them. So what do you mean by both of them? They deserved each other. They used to disappear for long escapes to hide and rob goods in the forest, constantly drunk and, for the most part, overconfident in abilities in craft, and tried to reach the good side, couldn't change him. He stopped drinking. There was hope, I thought, but from that time on, it became unbearable. Oh, drinking problems. I don't know anything about that. It's funny to think that in the end, my character with all the rye beer, that is, preferred him to be in a numb state. Sobering up raises his ooh. Oh my. Oh my. In spite of his insanity, and then managed to do some things right. It's his children, all of them. They're precious gems, skilled, clever, and hardworking. They'll survive just fine without him. Oh my. They're raised by a brave and clever mother. Don't forget that. Yeah. Wait, there's something else you should know. I might even have some writings. Where did I put them? Give me a moment to browse through the things. In the meantime, bring me some water from the river. A good fresh water spot there. Not far from the hut. Gotta get the potions going. I'll be back. Yup. Locate the water spot. Oh, I'm guessing that by the time we do this, something's happening here. Dun dun dun. Well, this is another wonderfully involved quest. Alrighty, here we go. Bucket. I'm not stealing the bucket. Locate the water collection spot. Done! Am I supposed to... And then... Can't steal your water, right? So, hold up. Let's see here. I'm supposed to locate the water collection spot. Should I have paid more attention to what she was saying? I definitely should have, right? Apparently I'm gonna have to steal a bucket. Alright, that just happened. Alright. I'm gonna steal me a bucket and we're gonna see if this does the job. Let's just collect some water. She said she needs water. I'm filling a bucket. Yeah, oops. Let's see if that did the job. Right? I mean, okay, let's go back. Locate the water collection spot. Yeah, sure enough. And then we'll go back in here and see if you just wanted this bucket. Not interested in talking to me right now. Yeah. So... yeah. Well, in the process, I have definitely stolen a bucket. I have filled it with water for her, and I am on the water collection spot. Right? Boing. I'll hide out in this bucket. Okay. Water skin, yeah, water skin, these things. I'm doing something wrong, right? I mean, I have to be doing something wrong. So I see that we're in the spot. I'm on the exact location. Ah, there we go. Nice. I just needed to look. Sorry about that. Dangerous for storing water. No doubt this is where they straws water. After all, take a closer look. The water here is cleaner than downstream. The locals pour their filth and wash themselves. No wonder she takes water from here. Yup. So the liquid is so transparent you can barely see your reflection. That should work. Okay. So, sorry for the unobservant mode there. Just me not seeing that portion. I just need to look down a little closer in the water. Boing, jumping over that. Okay, I'm here. Thanks for the water. Oh, no. I did definitely steal some buckets and put water in it. And they can recall clearly what they were doing the day before the great blizzard struck. You were cooking special mushroom soup. Ah, by him. I was probably one of the last people to speak with him when he's still alive. Now to think about it anyways, the hunters came with an unusual request. He said it's time to get himself another heir, and he asked with a beaming smile on his face for some more fertility infusion. Okay. Me neither. He mentioned that this infusion helped him his wife once before, when they almost lost all hope. He was born healthy and strong, proposed, and she supposedly praised the medicine for working miracles. Oh. Infusion of that kind doesn't exist, or at least never did. So Saul indeed visited me frequently before her son was born, but I have usually provided her with herbal concoctions to help her calm down and sleep at night. Oh yeah? So the cub may not even be his. He instantly turned pale as a ghost and refused to say anything, and he left my workshop and headed home. Uh-oh. Woke up the next day, he was already missing. Set off to the snowy woods. Oh, losing his best companion tore in a day and apart. A step to the demise. Final straw beside the sudden decision to give up drinking. There was an unburnt fragment of parchment found near the house, and his fate was almost certainly sealed. I won't need to shred the notes anymore. They may shed some light on the village's leaders, these paragons of virtue. You've kept the secret for years. Thanks for sharing them. I now know all I need. He will be punished for his crimes. The whole situation is a lot more complicated. I'll get to the bottom of it. And let's see here. Thank you for sharing them with me. I'll get to the bottom of it. I like that. Now I have to go get some notes. Oh, and I thought this was going to be a quick turn-in. Who was I kidding? I wonder if I can still talk to her. Well, of course you can, right? Because in the evening you can always talk to people. You there. What are you doing here? Good to see a friend. Hold your horses. My brother's preparing for departure. We're going to move to... Okay. Didn't you say you were fine with the wild far from society? True, but we're getting more and more visitors, hunters and bandits. I'm starting to figure out where the air is coming from. Didn't carry much. Village leader. That's what you call bad luck. Oh, must have missed her on the way here. Permission to sell. Did nice, legal, and leave this place a clean record. I don't have time to talk. Need to find her. Do what you have to. Business awaits me anyway. Yep. Not the best. Uh-oh. Well, y'all, we got in on a longer ride on this one. Good thing I bought 2 potions. Good things I bought 3 potions of night vision. Didn't even realize I'd need it, but oh my goodness, do we. Alright, well, we're here. I mean, we're here, right? We're here. Take care of this. We need extractors and we need farmers.
I have a feeling we're not in the valley
That's good
anymore.
for extraction. Ooh.
How can I help
20.
you?
Yes, you're in. New settlement. You're in.
I'm an experienced traveler, but a shy one.
Definitely need more peoples. Why am I'm just overloading my plate. Look at me go. Hope that I put her in the right house. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Farm sheds are maxed out. We don't need anybody in the donkey shelter yet, and I did say I was working on extraction with her, so let us make that happen then. We can have her work in the well, or we can have her work in the extraction shed. It's extraction shed. Alright.
I only travel when nobody's watching.
It's a good time to travel. You
How
can
can I
sell,
help
and
you?
you're a good extractor, and you're only 23. That's a win. Now, it's time to figure out if I messed up my housing situation. He's 29. They're both at age. The trick is, what I'm doing now is I'm looking through and I'm just double checking. Oh, good, that's where she went. They're 25 and 26. That's fantastic. Now he's 29, and the lady that I just brought in, she is not close. She is 23, so I'm probably going to put you in your own home for now, and we'll find somebody similar in age. The reason is that if they're going to have kiddos, they have to be closer in age before they get married in the first place or decide to partner up in the first place and then start having kiddos. So if I make sure that their ages are closer, there's a higher chance that they'll actually decide to be a couple and decide to have kids. But if they're very far apart in age, then they won't be as likely to have kiddos. But that can actually work to my advantage if I don't want them to be expanding our village without me choosing, right? Where do I want to get new villagers through having children, or do I want to get new villagers through the recruiting of people in villages? Here you are. Time to talk to you about what's going on, and I'll try to summarize this stuff. I'm not trying to read it all for y'all because I don't want to ruin it if you're going to get there on your own, but I will try to read it over and skim. He feels rested, his belongings, and a wretched accident in his life. You put an end to your snooping. I won't forget that insult, an insult you're running around with my late husband's remains was to my family. Yup, carried in a bag like a mere item. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the first time his remains were carried around. Am I wrong? I spent years trying to bring law and order to this village. Finding a thread of understanding between half-barrel hunters and simple-minded lumberjacks required harsh measures and impossible decisions. You have no idea. As you know what triggered his departure, you're looking for a remedy, which you made up. Did that foul herb lady tell you that? She drinks too many of her potions to speak her mind. Nadine did well to leave that lunatic. I care as little about her opinions as I do yours. We're done here. Go back to your hole or wherever you nest. There's no need for medicine. You were a barren wench after all, as where I used to call you and blame you for his failures. How about the manhood that did not rise to the challenge, and all the times he pouted like a baby whenever he failed? Herbs wouldn't help him anyway. There was someone else who satisfied you. A monster, as he came to call himself. Yeah. Man's words mean is, I've stumbled upon some interesting writings. It's all here. Ooh, filthy. Wow, she's insulting me. He should know his fathers. He deserves to know the truth. Tell him the truth, the old wench, or I will. Done. I'm tired with her. I'm tired of her. This process. I'm gonna be impatient with her. Silence! You would distract him from his preparations. He has to become the leader of the village at all costs. He's always been better than him in every way. His father's disappointment. Stop bringing him back up. Well, then tell him the truth if he's so much better. Go for it, lady. He was an unmatched hunter, yes, but he lacked every other area, even as a husband. How long was I supposed to wait? Withered and barren? I did what I needed to. The boy was strong, the village lineage secured. Ooh, anything to carry on the line. All because of my sacrifice. You did that only for your own selfish comfort. Ooh, you wanted to do it all for yourself? That's the truth. At least own it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were such a martyr. A hero, even. Ooh, that sarcasm is dripping there. No, I wanted for my child was better than him. All I wanted was my child to be better than him. He didn't have any sense of leadership, and he could only manage the riskiest. He could manage the riskiest hunting expeditions, couldn't handle or understand people's needs. He was almost never here when they needed him, and they needed him. And it wasn't long before everyone's hopes rested on his shoulders. Nadine is not the brightest, but you can always count on him. Interesting. At least on the cursed winter's night when he found out the truth. So what really did happen? He was furious. He never witnessed so much ferocity. He rushed at me and nearly choked the life out of me. Well, that's not okay, but even in his rage, he wasn't that kind of man, so he released me and ran into the woods. It took me a while to come to my senses. He shouldn't attack you. I mean, you didn't do the right things, but that's not good here. And then immediately alarmed Nadine. There's still good friends and respected comrades, or the part of me that fooled myself into thinking that this fire could be put out. Yeah, good luck with that. Time went by, none of them returned. I couldn't stand waiting any longer. Followed the trail of the snow. I had no doubts about where he was going. Oh, and yet you repeat the fake story of his disappearance for years. So the Great Lizard wasn't as horrible as they say. It just grew as a legend that slowly became a local truth. And yet you repeated the false story. Reached the building only to encounter a pitiful sight. Two prominent leaders hammered, drunk, in a deep argument. He could barely stand, and Nadine was on all fours. He raised his axe, battling. So this is where he raises the axe. I didn't know what to do. I just acted. I threw myself between the two, who were both part of my life. Grabbed his wrists as he was about to split his skull in half with his axe. I'll spare you the rest. And that day, I prevented my son from becoming an orphan. Only one of them could leave that part alive, and you made a choice. Ooh, sometimes they'd like to take one. Murder's murder. Ooh. Only one of them left that place. You made a choice. You don't know what happened. I ran and ran, leaving the wretched place. No matter what happened. Alright. Question. He returned the next day, and I believed he was responsible for his friend's death. I could not reason with him anymore. He became withdrawn and half dead inside. Yeah, I would imagine so. Soon afterwards, I had to take over as leader. Never out after the dark event, and it stayed like that until you came along. Oh man. A murderer who saves a life, an adulterer who fixes marriage problems. What a unique bunch. Always witnessed so many lies and crimes at once. How do people even know who you are? One wrong decision started the decay of a well-off family. Maybe you deserve it, but I feel sorry for all of you. I don't know if I feel fully sorry for him. I do kinda. I mean, obviously this is a very nice, really well laid out story. I love what they put into this. This is nice and like weaving in many things. Awesome. But anyway. A murderer saves a life and an adulterer fixes marriage. You're a unique bunch. I'm gonna say number 2. I like these. Do you even know who you are anymore? Worked hard to wash the bloodstains off. Just please don't make my son see me as a monster. This would kill me. Your desires mean nothing to me. Jaropelk will learn the truth and do with it as he sees fit. You're already a monster. Time for him to open his eyes. Yep. Now leave me be. I'm gonna make him confront his reality. I'm gonna have it be the truth comes out version of this. And obviously you make the choices that you make in your playthrough. And if you did a different choice, please do share it in the comments, because I want to hear what the other choices were like. I'm choosing the route where I'm gonna tell him his past, and it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be ugly. Oh man, I don't want to stop the episode now. We gotta finish this up. So this is gonna be a long one, y'all. Thanks for sticking around. This is gonna be the completion of this one. Into the morning, right? Look at us go. Staying up all night for this one. The character's used to it by now, right? He's totally used to this. And we'll get in here. We'll find out what happened. See where this takes him. Poor guy. It's going to be an interesting start to your being a future leader. I mean, you can swap stories. Mine's not as wild as yours. Okay, good to see you, friend. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you might have to reconsider your actions. I spoke to your mother. She and her are both involved in his death. They knew where the hunter went and how he met his end all along. Now, more lies, more secrets. What's this, the end? So what? Is it even my mother? Ooh, yep. I'm afraid you're not far off. Slava and Nadine had an affair before you were born. I'm sorry, but Wojciech is not your real father. No, I'm not like him at all. Oh, we rarely see similarities in appearance, and then we become them. Ooh, that's a cutting one. I'm gonna say he deserves better. I don't care about this anymore. Whoever fathered me doesn't get any credit for who I am. Bam! I love it. I am Jaropelk, and I make my own choices. First one will be clearing this mess. Yeah, I love it. It's time my mother passed leadership on to me, and after that, she'll never be officially sworn in and merely fulfill the desires of the missing chieftain. The timing is right since I'm entering adulthood in this season. Perfect. Your aid has been much of a value, and I respect your opinion. So, one last favor. What should you do in this position? Ooh, of course. Alright, she's the main source of your problems. Your mother hasn't been honest with you for years. In order for the people to respect you and follow a new leader, you should cut your ties. Your mother's intentions were to protect you. She failed miserably. The woman turned into his life into nothing but pain and sorrow. The man deserves a second chance. Yeah, oh man. You betrayed your father without hesitation. You both share the same blood, but that doesn't mean you're alike. Be wiser and finally end this dark chapter in your life. Forgive and move on. Your mother has been preparing you for this role. He's a close, and this one is Wojciech is the closest thing you had to father. He was really there for you when you needed him. The other two, your bloodkin, you were blinded by your own vanity and selfishness. Your mother at least still wishes you well. But that adulterer Nadine has nothing to offer except for trouble and his bad influence. Oh, man. Yeah, let's see here. Your mother's attention may have been to protect you. Should fail miserably. The woman turned his life. The man deserves a second chance. I'm going number 1 here. I'm going to say that he needs to cut ties and start fresh. Thanks for your advice. I'll consider it. And move on. Time to make decisions. We'll speak again. Be careful. Good luck, friend. Wow. That was a very well laid out quest line. I love the fact that I was left with 4 choices, and honestly, I just made a quick decision because I know I'm recording and I don't want you to sit here and listen to me hesitate. But I really think you can have a lot of fun thinking through those choices, and I could definitely get behind more than just number 1 as a choice. I'm curious to find out what you all find out when you make that choice. And thank you again for joining me for this long episode. Take care and see you next time around.